Hi everyone, it's Kenya aka Taemonrebel, and I'm back for another drama review. Today is going to be about Mystic Pop-Up Bar. It stars Hwa Jung-eun, Choi Won-young, and Yuk Sung-jae from B2B. Mystic Pop-Up Bar is based off of a webtoon. Yeah, that's what it's called, a webtoon. And I didn't even know, so I might check out the webtoon now that I actually really do like the show. So it stars Hwa Jung-eun, who plays Woju, who is a pretty prickly woman. She has her reasons, no doubt about it, but she runs a pop-up bar through the afterlife, and people that are able to wander into the pop-up bar, she can solve their grudges and issues in their dream world. And she soon recruits a customer service representative that works at a grocery store who can touch people, and they tell him all their worries. And so she recruits him, and he comes work at the pop-up bar to solve her last 10 out of 100,000 grudges because of stuff that happened in her previous life that she has to atone for from her previous life. And when she solves these 100,000 grudges, all the issues that she had previously will soon be resolved. You know, that's what we're told. That's the basis of the story. With that comes a whole lot of other messy, not really complicated, but messy things that happen because the characters' previous past lives. Woju and her helper, I'm gonna call him Gui because he has a long name. Woju and Gui are her helper. Gui have been trying to solve cases. I don't know what number he came in at, but he's been there with her for a long period of time, helping her also solve these grudges in people's dreams. And we're being introduced to these characters, and we get more in depth into their past, and their past is what drives this whole show to fruition. Like, at first you think, oh, they're just gonna solve cases and she's gonna, you know, be able to go off into the afterlife and be free once she's done. No, there's a lot more to the story that I can't say anything about without spoiling it for anybody. So just know the basis is that they have to solve grudges to get to 100,000 cases. Yeah, that's the basis of the show. So the show is very quirky, but it's also very dark and deep. It gives you a aspect of the afterlife in its own intriguing way. They make it fun, but they also show you some probably dark, difficult things that people do think of when they think of, like, is there another life? Is reincarnation, you know, real, and all that, and other things that contribute to that. But it makes it really fun and intriguing to delve into this world that they've made, and it's really well done. And each character is really fleshed out, and they're presented to you that makes you get to want to know more about them. It intrigues you to want to know more about that certain thing that happened to them in their afterlife and how it affects them now in their present life. And it does a really good job of, like, reeling you in and then, like, keeping you there. Well, that's how I felt. So yeah, literally the first 4 episodes were about how Woju became the bar owner, or a little bit about how she became the bar owner and what she was doing to bring in customers. And so she finds Kangbei by accident, and he realizes the power he has, and she recruits him. So that's literally the first 4 episodes, and we're figuring out how Kangbei's and Woju's interaction as characters come together. I started the show mostly because I knew it wasn't romance based. Jung-eun plays a lot of romantic comedies. This is all these shows with these also really handsome men. And granted, a lot of them are good, but she tends to play the same type of character, so it was great seeing her as, like, a strong woman, a bitchy woman. it's fun seeing a strong, bitchy woman sometimes when it's done right. And Jungkook did not disappoint me because I am a Jungkook fan, so I can't help myself. So yeah, technically I'm moving on to characters. Wolju is pretty tough, stoic, can be selfish at times. But I mean, she's at 10 more to get her 100,000. She really needs to like put her foot down and get it done. So she can be totally pushy at times, but I mean, it's all in good nature. She doesn't ever treat anybody horribly. She's kind of like a motherly figure to Kangbei too, and I was really happy to see that dynamic grow. So Sungjae's character Kangbei is complete opposite of Goblin. He was pretty like classy in Goblin, but in this one he's a naive and dense and skeptical and caring person all in one, and it's really fun to watch that. So I had high expectations of Sungjae to begin with, because he's a really good actor, especially from School 2015 when you were rooting for him for second lead syndrome. I still don't get that ending. That ending still pisses me off. I had high expectations for Sungjae and he delivered, and it was so fun to watch. So Kangbei's powers, he touches people, you hear a bell, and then they spill all their dark, deep secrets to him. It's explained why that happens, or so yeah, just watch the show for an explanation about that. But he lived a super lonely life because of that. He was called a cursed child, and it really affected him, and you can see that's how he grew to be the type of person he is. Like, he never got that care, so he gives the care back like tenfold when he actually really does want to get close to somebody. Squee is our cook in our pop-up bar, and he kind of not comedic relief. And at the beginning, as far as Gui goes, I thought he was mostly there just to, you know, be a fun interest for Wolju, but his character plays a super pivotal role for Wolju and for Kangbei. He cooks a lot of delicious food. He was also previously a fighter for the Afterlife Police, is what I'm going to call them, because I don't remember the exact name. At first I thought that's all he was, but then, you know, you get to know more about him and you start liking him a lot more. That's where that might just be me. But by episode 4, I was super happy to see that he has his own backstory and that he is also a super intricate part of the story that really drives home about how all three of our main people connect. And the character development is just so good in the show. I can't even talk about these characters thoroughly because it will ruin the show. That's how intricate and connected and developed these characters are together. It's just, I just love it so much. Like, this is one of the best shows so far of 2020 for me. Overall, this show has really well fleshed out characters. Like, these characters' personalities are developed and expressed very fluidly throughout the show. It's just like an easy ride as far as getting to know all the characters. Even as far as our side characters go, the way I like that they introduce the side characters is that they are important, but they are not so focused on so much in the first couple episodes that you realize how important they become later. So that's a huge point for me too as far as the villain goes. Like, the villain is always there, but you don't actually get to see exactly who the villain is until later on. You just never focused on him because there was no reason to at the time. So it was like, also really like Death. Death was cool. Death was a good dude. It was great that the first couple episodes were episodic. It gave you a chance to learn the characters and how they would react to certain situations and how they would improve from them. And by the end, I'm gonna say something that makes sure, hopefully it doesn't spoil anything. What became our story after the episodic episodes were our main characters' grudges. They had to solve their own grudges to move on. But it's based off of a webtoon, so whoever is I need to look it up. Whoever is the writer of the webtoon, or the manhwa artist, I give you props because your characters are super fleshed out and you know where you want to go with this story. And it really brings the audience along for the ride, and I really did enjoy myself for all 12 episodes. And the fact that they decided to keep it at 12 episodes and not extend it for 4 episodes more just to, you know, do regular drama format, it was a good choice. So Mystic Pop-Up Bar gets a 9 out of 10 for me. It's not a perfect 10 out of 10 only because I'm super nitpicky. My -1, I would say probably the part of the villain aspect as well. I feel like he wasn't utilized enough as much to be a pest as he could have been. He was really good, but I felt like more could have still happened. It was kind of just like too easy in the end. So yeah, I don't know. I just didn't feel like that connection to the ending for as far as how they handled the villain. I think that's my -1. I believe so. Yeah, that was it. Other than that, great show. Really good show. I really do recommend it. That's a fantasy done right. I'm looking at you, the king, the eternal monarch, whatever kind of crap that was. And I swear, I was gonna review the king, eternal monarch, but that would have been a waste of my time because I hated it. It was a super waste of time. It was literally just 16 episodes of product placement. Yeah, the only person that should be praised in that whole show is Udo Hwan. That he was the main reason of finishing the show for me. That's why there's no review from me for the king. But you get this wonderful, amazing 9 out of 10 review for Mystic Pop-Up Bar. And this is a show I would recommend for you to go watch. So please do. It's on Netflix. It's only 12 episodes long. And Hwa Jung-eun does a really good job. And Sung Jae also does a really good job. And I love both of them to death. So please go watch it. If you have any recommendations for me to watch or that you want to review on, please leave a comment down below. Or you can message me on my drama list or on my Instagram. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, turn on your notifications for future videos, and I will try to pump out more reviews with more awesome summer shows and summer dramas that are coming out this summer. Okay, bye.